Afternoon, good morning, good night, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to episode 3 of iTalks Boxing. And today's video, I want to talk about the upcoming heavyweight clash that's just been announced a few days ago between Dillian Whyte.
Shut up, you nuns, you fucking pedophile.
And Moses Itauma. For me, this is a perfect bit of matchmaking. Dillian Whyte, as I said in the previous video, is beyond finished. I mean, he is beyond finished. I'm looking, like, for the first time ever, I actually have a laptop in front of me. I'm looking back, I'm on his box rec right now. The last fight was Tete. He just struggled, and we've seen what Fraser Clark done to him in 2 rounds. Before that, Christian Hammer in Castlebar. I didn't even see it, but I've been reports weren't so good. Jermaine Franklin, that was a tough one. Fury, knocked out. Alexander Povetkin, in March 2021 was his last convincing win, and you could say the last time he looked good. But also he was coming off just being knocked out by Povetkin. So you can make an argument. Oscar Rivas in July 2019 was the last time he looked good, and that was switches to over the B sample and the drugs test. That's a story for another time. So you can make an argument he hasn't looked good this decade. So I think this is a very good matchmaking. I expect Itauma to knock him out, but I do expect it to go 7-8 rounds. Like I said, as finished as Whyte is, he's tough and he's game, and he will stay in there, and he will ask a few questions. Like, he's rough and ragged, and he'll use his strength, so it'll be something different to what Itauma's seen before. But I do expect Itauma to win this, and win this in style. And like I said, it's good matchmaking. Like, Itauma, I think he does look good, and it's been all one-way traffic so far. And I always say about a boxer, you never know if a boxer is the real deal until they get properly hit, or they're tested, or they're in a tough fight. So far, we haven't seen that from Itauma. But you can only beat what's in front of you. And he's done that, and he's done that in style. So for me, this is a good matchup. And like, people are talking about Joseph Parker and all this kind of stuff. No, he's not ready for Joseph Parker. If I was, realistically, I know it wouldn't happen, but I would put him in with Whyte in August. He'll do the job on Whyte, and then I'd put him in with Fabio Wardley. But I can't see Fabio Wardley taking the fight because, let's be fair, he's interim champion. He's a fight or two away from fighting for the title. So what would he gain unless he was well paid to go in there with a 20-year-old, maybe 21 at the time, Moses Itauma? But that's how I would do it. I'd slowly bring him up like this. All this talk of him fighting for world titles. He's 20 years of age. That's young in any weight class, but never mind in heavyweight. That's like being like a 5-year-old. What's the rush with him for 2-3 years? Get him the right fights. Get him these kind of opponents for the next couple of years. Give him 4 more fights, 5 more fights. He'll still be 22 fighting for the world title. Now, I did see he's number 1 with the WBO. So, like, if Usyk and Parker fight next month, and Usyk vacates that, I do think Usyk's going to win, so I'm just going to say Usyk, and Usyk vacates that title, it kind of puts them in a rock and a hard place, doesn't it? Because he's number 1, he's eligible to fight for a vacant title. So then what do you do? And I should have this. I've just pulled up the WBO heavyweight rankings here on my fancy laptop, and yeah, Joseph Parker is the interim champion, and Itauma is the number 1 contender basically after that. So you could have a situation by the end of the year, because Frank Warren said in an interview the WBO mandatory is next. So you could have Joseph Parker versus Itauma, which is a tricky situation for Itauma and Queensberry. Personally, I divide that, but you can't turn down world title chances. So again, it's all hypothetical, but yeah, I divide that. Somehow, Jared Anderson is still number 5, Okoye's 4, Zhang 3, Hrgovic 2, Itauma 1, Joshua 6, Chisora 7, Gasayev 8, Serenko, never heard of him, 9, Adelaide 10. David Adelaide 10 is a perfect example of Frank Warren's relationship with the WBO. But anyway, I'm going to round this off here. I know this video is all over the place, but in short, I think Itauma versus Whyte is great matchmaking. on the part of Queensberry, and I expect Itauma to do the business in 7-8 rounds. That's it for today's video. Like, share and subscribe, and